Good afternoon and a warm welcome to Kirkwall Grammar School here in Orkney as we bring you live coverage of the 20th edition of the Island Games Women's Football Tournament Final, the gold medal match taking place between Bermuda and the Isle of Man. Both teams winning their semi-finals yesterday. Bermuda by 3-0 against Gozo. Isle of Man against the unfortunate Western Isles in a penalty shootout. We're joined by former Shetland international Robert Adamson in the commentary box. Welcome back, Rob. Good to have you.
Thank you very much and welcome.
Well, what can you tell us? Looking forward to the game today.
I think you're going to see a fast-paced game. Quite a close match. Both teams have performed really well coming through their groups in the stages, and they've got some good quality all over the pitch. So it's all set up. The pitch is looking fantastic. The weather's amazing. So why shouldn't we get a good game?
Well, we will run through the starting 11s for you right now. Bermuda selected by their coach Nikita Robertson. Stick with Zakani Turner in goal. Number 2, Koa Goodchild. 3, Victoria Davis. 6, Kashayla Birch-Waldron. 7, Jani Simmons. 11, Kiana Dill. 14, Tasnay Fubler. 17, Kyla Brangman is captain. 19, Emily Cabral. 20, Jaya Reardon-Smith. And 21, Jaden Masters. On the bench for Bermuda is 22, Danny Watson, 15, Sayuni Trott, 5, Jamiah Seeley, 10, Samaya Lowe-Dannell, 8, Treen Edwards, 16, Jarly Simmons, and 13, Marley Butterworth. Well, the Isle of Man, as we said, conquerors of the Western Isles in a penalty shootout yesterday. They start with Kaylee Gregor in goal. Number 3, Anna Shaw. 4, Sarah O'Reilly. 5, Louise Gibbons. 6, Shannon Groves. 7, Becky Cole. 8, Becky Cornish is the captain. 11, Holly Sumner. 12, Holly Stephen. 14, Lydia Shaw, and 15, Tia Lisi. On the bench for the Isle of Man is number 2, Stevie Mallon. 9, Pippa Wallace. 10, Lisa Costain. 16, Millie Dawson. 17, Chloe Tier, 18, Megan Kelly, 19, Ruby Palmer, 20, Rosabelle Cardi, and 21, Caitlin Beattie. Well, looking at these teams' group results, both sides have only conceded 1 goal each in this entire tournament. Isle of Man conceded for the first time yesterday. Spot kick from McLeod for the Western Isles. Well, Bermuda only conceded 1 goal, and that was in the first group stage game against Jersey from Anita Tavares. But other than that, it's been clean sheets all the way. Bermuda beating Jersey 3-1, Isle of Wight 2-0, and Shetland 2-0 in their group. And of course, that 3-0 win over Gozo yesterday. Well, the Isle of Man were held to a 0-0 draw by Gozo in their first group game, but they turned on the afterburners after that, beating Freuer 6-0 and the hosts Orkney 7-0. And of course, Western Isles won, Isle of Man won in the semi-final yesterday. Well, looking at the scorers of both teams, yesterday's equaliser come for Becky Cole for the Isle of Man, and she is top of the scorers list along with Millie Dawson, who is on the bench today, both with 3 goals each. Well, for Bermuda, their player to watch is number 21, Jaden Masters. 3 goals in this tournament. Very strong forwards, but other players to pick out and watch. Holly Sumner for the Isle of Man, tricky midfielder, good strength, good turn on the ball. Koa Goodchild, strong defender for the Bermudans. Tasnay Fubler, another big strong defender, good in the air. And Tia Lisi for the Isle of Man, plays for Blackburn Rovers in the English Women's Championship. So good level of performance for her. She is the daughter of the coach Wayne Lisi. But I'm sure there's no selection favouritism there, Rob.
I wouldn't think so. Merit.
Absolutely. Well, we're ready to get underway for our radio listeners. The teams have just switched ends. So it will be Isle of Man in an all-blue kit, playing from right to left. Bermuda in an all-pink kit, playing from left to right.
Yeah, it's going to be a test of fitness as well. Obviously, it was just last night they were playing, so they're back out today to do it again. I do see Western Isles are up 2-0 at half-time in the bronze match. So was that the slightly tougher for Isle of Man? We'll wait and see. It looks as though Bermuda scored late in the match versus Gozo, so perhaps that was just as tough, although the scoreline looks slightly more flattering.
Well, Gozo went down to 10 players very early. An early red card done them, the Mediterranean Islanders, no favours against a very good Bermuda side, it has to be said. And it is Bermuda to kick off this first half here in Kirkwall. And we will get this Island Games gold medal match underway very shortly.
Just waiting for the Tannoy countdown, is it?
I think we're running a little bit behind, but that's fine. Gives us more chance to soak up the atmosphere.
Yep, players are bouncing, ready to go.
Well, the bronze medal match has already kicked off on the opposite pitch here in Kirkwall. That started an hour earlier, and we are underway here, almost. We're away. Bermuda in possession, attacking, as we said, left to right in this first half. And immediately, Holly Stephen comes into the starting 11 after being on the bench yesterday. Wayne Lisi shuffled his pack. Has made 4 or 5 changes to the starting 11, including the player who just ships that ball forward. Shannon Groves was brought on midway through the first half as a substitute.
I think we've seen that that's a very good tactic, is to rotate, especially in this heat and the size of the pitches, which are comfortable for playing good open football. So it does take it out of legs. So if they freshen up, it seems to have been putting rewards into teams that have been doing that.
There was almost an early threat there as Bermuda's Emily Cabral picked the ball up in the middle. Passed it into the right-hand channel, looking for Jaden Masters, but the wind took that one behind the breeze. The breeze, once again, is blowing from the Bermuda goal towards the Isle of Man goal. Same direction as affected all the games here in Kirkwall yesterday.
Yep.
And there's another example of how that will be affected. Kaylee Gregor's goal kick swings out midway in her own half for a throw into Bermuda.
I wonder if Kaylee will get someone to come back and take the kicks for her.
Good child, looking for Simmons, headed away. Flicked away, but only to the edge of the box. Tia Lisi goes in. Cabral pinches it off her and shoots. First chance of the game goes to Bermuda, but it's over the bar.
She just never got over the top of it. It was always going over, but she'll feel good that she got a strike on.
And the strength of the wind certainly affected the Western Isles against the Isle of Man yesterday. They were simply unable to clear their lines in the second half against this wind. It's blowing exactly the same direction. They did try and make an alteration, a tactic, and pull their full-backs in and try and receive the ball shorter, and that seemed to work better for them than the long ball. But back to this game. Foul is given against Shannon Groves on the Bermudan left-hand side, and they take it quickly, and Becky Cole almost pinched that ball off Kyla Bragman. Fugler touches it back to Turner, and Turner clears. Flicked on by Cabral. Simmons can't get on the end of that as Lisi whacks it away high into the air, chested down. Looks like there's been an alteration to the team sheet. As number 17, Chloe Tia, is on the pitch. She wasn't listed in the starting 11 on the team sheet we were given. This has been a frequent story of the last 2 days, unfortunately.
Number 7, and she took an she just caught the back leg of the 14 there, and she bowled over. I hope she's okay. I think she's twisted her knee.
Scorer of yesterday's equaliser for Isle of Man, Becky Cole. She's hobbling, but
yeah, I think she's running it off.
She's
That's
moving
great
now.
news. Good news for Becky.
It was a neat finish from Becky Cole as well. She didn't have a lot of space to swivel in the 6-yard box, but she took it like a seasoned finisher. The third goal of the tournament overall. Bermuda breakthrough down the left-hand side. Oh, the challenge is missed. And here comes Bermuda. Ball's pulled in from the left, but it's cleared. Sarah O'Reilly gets that ball away. Stephen almost crowded out. Cole, nice little touch.
Yep, laid it off well there. Lovely.
Play to the left-hand side. Tia tries to take on Goodchild, but Goodchild is a good defender.
Yeah, she got her foot in well there, didn't she? Very comfortable. They'll need to be a bit better than that. Is there a lot of rhubarb here?
I can hear some rhubarb and custard coming from somewhere. I'm not sure where.
Well, it's very tidy. Apparently Bill done it, didn't he? Anyway, back to the game. It's a free kick. Just inside.
Well, whatever rhubarb and custard was coming from, I hope they got their just desserts. I'm here all week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Literally, I've been here all week. Yeah. Free kick to Bermuda just outside their own box. Foul there by Becky Cole.
Yeah.
Just to point out, Holly Sumner, number 11 for Isle of Man, was, in my view, their star player yesterday. She's moved into a central role. Yesterday she was wide, switching wings with Chloe Tier. That ball down the right-hand channel is tidied up by Victoria Davis. Oh, Davis clips the ball into Holly Stephen, trying to clear it, and gives Isle of Man a throw in on that right-hand side.
Yeah, they started well, Isle of Man. They're pressing very hard and they're getting a bit of change out the back four, so it's giving them a bit of encouragement to push on a bit more.
Here comes Sumner, dispossessed over Groves. Tenacious little defender. Really made the difference when she came on early. Stevie Mallon was having lots of trouble up against Grace McLeod and gave away the penalty that put Western Isles ahead.
Referee's brought that back.
Foul's been given here. Sarah O'Reilly chopped down. Sheila Birch-Waldron, the offender. It's a free kick, about 40 yards from goal.
First chance to see the first set piece if they've got one, Isle of Man.
It will be difficult to deliver against this breeze.
Yeah, it's a blustery one. But it might do them it might hold up and cause a bit of delay in the challenge, so they might get a chance to get in there and get a shot away.
Well, even both of the men's teams were struggling against the conditions yesterday in the Jersey versus Bermuda semi-final.
I think she did take a strike at it there. She kept it on target, but it was easy for the keeper.
Tia Lisi wasn't afraid to have a shot there from distance.
Yep, plenty of confidence.
As you can possibly hear on the microphone, those listening, hefty breeze coming over Kirkwall. Flicked over the top by Tia, looking for Sumner. Bermuda get it away. Goodchild keeps it in and is tackled at the end by Becky Cole.
It's going to be a good battle between the two, I think.
I think it
Today,
will.
Matt, yeah. Cole looks as though she's going to be the danger one. She's just there she has. Yeah, good first touch.
Becky Cole takes the touch. She runs into Fubler, but Groves is there to tidy up. Now Tia Lisi works it to the right-hand side. Stephen is closed down quickly. Loses out, but she's earned her team a throw. Kiana Dill, whose two brothers play for the men's team as well. The Bermudan team definitely keep it in the family. So only Trot and Tasney Fubler both have brothers in the men's team. There's Isle of Man on the attack here, chipped over the top, looking for Cole.
Nearly.
As a County Turner is able to gather that.
Not much in it so far. they're matching each other up well. Defenders are obviously getting an opportunity to just get a split second more because the wind's holding the ball up. It's going to be a difficult shift up front.
Something's gone wrong here for Bermuda keeper Zakani Turner. She's gone down.
She's looking at her ankle. She maybe rolled it there. It's a shame.
What has happened to the Bermudan keeper here?
There
was no challenge. She's had not a lot to do so far.
No.
It's a good pitch, nice and flat,
Absolutely.
nice and smooth.
She obviously just rolled it a little, I think. Maybe she's carrying a knock.
It's quite possible. There was a bruising encounter between Bermuda and Gozo yesterday.
And what happened to the red card?
I believe it was an elbow to the face.
Ooh, okay.
What I was told.
Okay,
My
so
Cymru Sport co-commentators.
No Christmas cards there then.
Absolutely not. That Mediterranean temperament of the Gosian players sometimes lets them down, shall we say.
Yeah, I watched them against Shetland in the first stages, and they battled for every ball as if it was the last thing they would do, so they're very physical.
Well, Zakari Turner's back on her feet now.
Good stuff. She looks to be okay. I don't know what that was about, but she certainly felt something when she picked up the ball.
Maybe after 5 games in 6 days, she needed a breather.
Well, I don't blame her, to be honest. It's exhausting sometimes commentating, eh?
It certainly is. Flick from Tia, tries to release Sumner. Tasneh Fubler gets the ball away. The clearance goes deep. It's into the Isle of Man half, so forcing the girls in blue backwards. Trying to work Tia quite a lot in this first half for Koa Goodchild, one of my star players of the tournament, the Bermuda fullback. Strong defender, provided some excellent assists in the games I've witnessed as well.
Oh.
And Simmons just
I think she just caught it. I don't think she meant it, but it's a foul. Otherwise, she did gain an advantage by just clipping her. So that was an unfortunate one.
That was Isle of Man captain Becky Cordish, who was the offender there. I'll give Bermuda a chance to deliver a very wind-assisted free kick, I should imagine.
Yeah. I hope she doesn't overhit it and she adjusts. But it should run through the keeper if they attack that penalty spot.
Goodchild.
Yeah,
chips it. It's going on towards goal. That's easy for Kaylee Gregor to gather.
Hopefully she'll learn from that. She's just sliced it slightly and the wind's taken it straight out there. And she'll hit it more towards the diagonal.
Kaylee Gregor's kick out goes straight to Goodchild, and Bermuda back in possession. Fubler sends it over the top. Groves heads it away. And the man scrapping away, throwing in the tackles, but Bermuda are still coming away with the ball. Oh, they've misplaced the pass here though. Becky Cole tries to slip it down the right-hand side for Stephen, but Victoria Davis stands her ground and shields it out.
Yep, nearly there. You see Cole just trying to draw the player towards her so she create the space for our number 12 to run in on the side there. She nearly fed her in. But I can see the Bermuda players want to take a touch on it, so it's drawing in the Isle of Man players to challenge. Whether that's a successful strategy, we'll see.
Well, in the men's game yesterday, Jersey's first goal came from a situation exactly like that, losing the ball just outside the area.
Okay.
And as a central defender come across, tried to pass back to Coleridge Fulbler. Knocked it short. And Jersey's Harrison Moon just leathered it into the net. And Bermuda would have been well on top at that point.
Yeah, they're very quick up the top for Jersey men. We've seen that against Shetland during the week. Yes. Rapid in the outside.
Yes, they are. It was an excellent game of football, especially the extra time. So exciting.
Yeah, a good run has to come to an end. I think that's a long time since Jersey's been beaten in the men's game.
Very true, yes. Very true.
So we're going to see a new person with his name on the trophy.
Nice little flick there, releases Goodchild down the right. O'Reilly tries to catch up with her. Goodchild files it in towards the box, flicked away by Cornish, and this will be collected by Sumner. No support for Sumner, but she keeps the ball herself, tries to keep going.
Excellent feet.
Good feet from Sumner, as Robert said. Tia flicks it back for Sumner, but that's too far ahead of her. Tasnee Fubler puts it out.
Well played by Sumner there. She didn't waste the ball and just put it forward, and she kept her head, she kept possession, and she's gained that throw in with her strategy. That was excellent.
Senna O'Reilly takes the throw for the Isle of Man from the left-hand side. Gets the ball back on the 1-2, tries to flick it through for Tia. Tia's flick on doesn't come off though.
Goal just caught on her flat-footed there. She should have been on her toes and got in there.
Cornish's clearance has been nodded on. Tia flicks it over the head of Goodchild, but I don't think you're going to beat Goodchild like that. She's too wily. But Isle of Man have earned themselves a throw again on this left-hand side for them. O'Reilly looks for Sumner straight onto the head of Masters. Brangman flicks it away, and there's a ball over the top here for Simmons to chase, and she'll have the pace on Cornish here, but not on Tia Lisi, who comes across from centre half and puts the ball out. It's a throw into Bermuda on their right-hand side now. A couple of yards from that corner flag. Jaden Masters, one of their lead, in fact, is their leading scorer in the tournament with 3
goals.
Take the throw in.
Pretty much a goal a game.
New enough, 3 and 4, and I think she was on the bench for one of them.
Okay, good for her. That's excellent.
Ball sliced into the air. Ball just comes to the edge of the area. Header comes in from Sumner. Fired back across by Masters, and finally away by Stephen. This is picked up by Kiana Dill. She drowned it out though, but gets another go in possession. Oh, Brangman's flick was aerial and it's caught out. Tasnee Fubler. And Sumner tries to take on Fubler, but she recovers. Now Brangman.
Yeah.
Oh, she's lost the ball.
Yeah,
that's uncharacteristic from the Bermudan captain.
Good battling from her there.
Holly Sumner is a formidable opponent.
Yep, she's laid it in now nicely for 5.
Louise Gibbons keeps going.
Yep.
Held up by Goodchild though. Goodchild slides in, gets the ball. Still rattles around. It's on the edge of the box. Tia's left-footed shot just goes wide. Still in play. Shouts a handball. The referee says no.
Not for me neither. The ball bounced up and hit her arm, but it was so close to her that she couldn't. She didn't see there was no advantage for the other team there.
And with the referee and Robert there. Corner to the Isle of Man, their first of the game.
That was just a half a yard inside, and Cole would have had a tap in, I think.
Well, it was a cross-come shot from Chloe Tia. But let's see what they can make of this set piece. Holly Stephen is the taker. Over on that Isle of Man right-hand side. Bermudan left. Stephen lines it up, right-footed, chips it in. A jump from Tia Lisi is just over the bar. I think Zakari Turner had that covered, but it was close, Rod.
It was, just slightly behind her. She just couldn't go over it. But they'll be worried if they get more corners, because she is a threat in there.
Bermuda get the ball moving quickly. Zakari Turner chips it out to the right side. Goodchild. Pressed in here, and she does lose the ball. Chloe Tia pinches it off her, and the Isle of Man have it back.
Yes, just one too many touches.
O'Reilly plays it simple. Lydia Shaw tries to switch the ball to the right. Now Sumner, nice touch. Releases Groves up from right back. Plays it to the wide right. Holly Stephen tries to take on. But for some reason, flag has gone up on that far side.
I think it's a free kick. Sumner just come into the back of the full-back area and gave away a foul there. unfortunately.
Kiana Dill was the player who was fouled for Bermuda. So it's a free kick on the Bermuda left-hand side. Victoria Davis sends it long. Lisi is there once again. Strong presence in the air for the Isle of Man.
Yeah, we're getting closer to a goal. The teams are starting to get the measure of each other and starting to put some passes together. So I would probably say Isle of Man have started slightly better with Cole up front, who's on the ball now.
Cole flicks the ball into the area. Chased it down, but Tasney Fubler has to hack that one away.
Again, Sumner's involved. She's been involved in the 2 or 3 moments of excitement for the Isle of Man fans. She looks to be the fulcrum everything's going through.
Indeed she is. Playing in a more central role today after playing wide in yesterday's semi. Isle of Man unable to make anything of that throw in. It's a goal kick to Bermuda.
Yeah, a bit of a waste that.
Sakani Turner takes the time. It's actually showing the will effects from that earlier knock. Sends it clear. O'Reilly fouls. Clashes into Eva Goodchild.
Yeah, Eva had I think she had a leg raised there and she battered right into the back of the. It was a good lad, Goodchild. Sorry, Goodchild, yeah, and it was a definite foul. Maybe she caught her in the face as well, so she come off second best and gave away a free kick.
It was actually Jaden Masters who was fouled. Yeah, I saw the number 2 on her back, and
right,
not the 1.
Cool.
Jaden Masters who was fouled there. Sarah O'Reilly was definitely the fouler. Bermuda play it short. Davis in the centre circle, chips it over the top. That's too far ahead of Masters. Kaylee Gregor takes a touch. Just takes the time before picking it up.
Yeah, Bermuda are going to have to put it on the deck and try and play in up front because the long ball's not going to work to do with the wind. Certainly going to have to be pinpoint if they're going to play that. And so far every ball's been overhit or in the wrong area.
Chloe Tia's little flick. It's returned
pass
back to her by O'Reilly. Good pass. Tia. That's good child for company. The tackle comes in.
It's funny, Isle of Man are playing the way that Bermuda should play. They're trying to get it down, pass it into the feet, play 1-2s, work it round the outside to create chances.
O'Reilly receives a 1-2 back off the throw-in, has a little run. Good child shields. Shepherds the ball out of play, it hasn't crossed the line. Good child has to turn and O'Reilly pinches it off her, but good child tackles, plays it out. Chance for Isle of Man, tight down by their left-hand side corner flag for them. Lydia Shaw takes the throw, finds Sumner. Cabral battles for it. Shaw plays it back to O'Reilly, but O'Reilly is tackled by Jaden Masters. Another throw to the Isle of Man on this left side. Just trying to find that little opening, the Isle of Man. Sumner's header from the throw is cleared. Cornish shepherds the ball out, and it's another throw to the Isle of Man. The referee calls a drinks break. So we are midway through the first half. Bermuda 0, the Isle of Man 0. It remains pretty even stuff so far, Robert.
Oh, absolutely. There's not much in this at all. If anything, Isle of Man have pressed the better because perhaps they have the wind against them, so they've decided to put it on the floor and try and play the passing game, which has worked to better effect than the long ball that Bermuda's adopted. But still all to play for, there's nothing in the game, and the two teams will be fairly happy with their start, albeit there's room for improvement in both areas.
Well, they've certainly had the majority of the possession and the only couple of chances in the game so far. But scoreless it remains. Neither keeper particularly being tested. So who's caught your eye so far, Robert, from either team?
I think definitely Cole up front looks a fair player. Nice touch. She likes to bring other people into play, and has a good look at it. She's always got her head up, so she likes to get other people into the box and help. I think Bermuda will need to keep her eye on her getting in behind and getting the shot away.
As you said, 3 goals for Rebecca Cole in this tournament, including yesterday's crucial equaliser.
Yeah, is it Sumner for midfield?
Yes, number 11.
Yeah, she's definitely had a great start to this match too. She's won a couple of good challenges, but she's provided some good passing to the wide areas and brought the front line into play and backed them up by supporting and getting beyond the strikers. So another good player for Isle of Man. Not too much for Bermuda so far. We haven't seen the best of them yet, but I'm quite sure they'll come good as the game progresses.
Well, we're back underway here. So Riley and Shaw do a 1-2. Lisi in the centre circle, chips it out to the right hand side. Groves chests it down, flicks it forward, looking for Stephen, but kills that one away from her. It's cleared. Simmons goes in for it, and the touch comes off. Pass down the right hand side though is misread. Jaden Masters showed no intention to press that one at all. So O'Reilly tidies it up, and Isle of Man are back in possession. Cornish chips it out down, looking for that down that Isle of Man left hand side. Holly Summer says, "Get it to my feet." Go a good child. We'll have this throw. Straight over the head of Cabral, but it flicks offshore. Yep. It's travelling towards the Isle of Man goal as Simmons presses in on Cornish, and Cornish has to tap it out.
Took no chances. It's a good strategy. We've seen in previous games guys and women getting caught on the ball in the areas, and then all we know it's a goal next. So just clear your lines, keep it nice and steady.
Throw on the right hand side. Cover good child. Looks for support. Calls for support. Still calls for support. Throws it in. It's missed by Waldron. Cleared. Comes out to the edge of the box. Dill plays it back to Goodchild on the right hand side. Tries to take on Tia and does so. Goodchild could get across in. She does. Fires it across. It's cleared by Tia Lisi.
Yeah, good work by Goodchild there, getting beyond her. She could have strutted right into the byline, but she chose to hit it early, and it was cleared well. I think it was Cornish cleared it, was it?
Tia Lisi.
Lisi
clearance, number 15. That's her strength. To go a good child. She provided 2 excellent assists against Jersey in the first match, and also 1 in the game against Gozo yesterday. For the corner, hangs up in the wind. Emmy Cabral will have another go as the pass is returned to her. O'Reilly gets her body in the way, and Cabral fouls her. So Isle of Man breathe again.
Yeah, experience there, I think O'Reilly showed there, just getting her body in between the ball and the man, and she wasn't getting round, and she just created a cheap foul.
Well, the kick doesn't get a lot of distance on it. Brangman heads it forward, and she's taking a bang in the face here. But here comes Denai Simmons, but Lisi wrestles her off the ball. Bermuda still have it down the left-hand side. Oh, lack of communication there. Played the ball straight out of play between Cabral.
Yeah, very strong, Lisi, isn't she? She's very physical, very strong.
She is. And got a bit of power in that right boot as well. Lisi thumps a clearance forward. It hung up in the wind, but it's been nodded out of play on that right-hand side. Groves takes the throw. The Isle of Man really haven't made anything of that. Rushed that in possession there from Lydia Shaw. Just flicked it straight out of play.
Yep. Just a wee bit more composure.
But Bermuda haven't done anything with their throwing either. Cornish plays it to the left-hand side. And O'Reilly is tackled by Jaden Masters. That gives Isle of Man a throw, a few yards inside the Bermudan half on this left side. So Cole's little flick finds Sumner. Sumner tries to have a run, but goes back to O'Reilly. O'Reilly looks to pick out a pass, swings the cross, left-footed. Picked up by Holly Stevens. Stevens' shot is blocked. Groves tries to slip it back into the right-hand channel for Stephen, but she's... Has the ball played into it, and it's a throw to Bermuda, over on their left-hand side now. Chance for Isle of Man to keep the Bermudans pressed in their own half, as Stevens has missed the clearance there. Tia Lisi gets a head in ahead of Janai Simmons.
Yeah, it's a brave header, well cleared.
Stephen earns a team a throw in again.
So he's willing to take one for the team there because the foot was very near her face. He's done well.
Groves throws it in. Collected by Louise Gibbons. Gibbons deep cross, but too deep. Goes out of play. Or has it stayed in? No, it's gone out of play. So it's a goal kick to Bermuda. Little taps on the door, but from the Isle of Man, Rob, but they're not exactly knocking on it yet.
No, it's been a bit scrappy. They're not quite piecing it together. They are making attempts to get it on their feet and play football. The wind and obviously the occasion is perhaps causing them to make mistakes on the ball, but I'm sure they'll get there. They're keeping persevering. It's a difficult defence to break down though. They're very well positioned and they're picking up the forwards as they come in, so it's one against ones and it's individual battles, and if they don't get the first touch right, they're not going to get the shot away.
Well, Jaden Masters fouled and attempted to clear that ball. So it'll be a free kick for Sarah O'Reilly. That's a better ball, chipped into the box.
In the danger zone now.
This ball clatters around on the edge of the box, and there's a foul there. Bermudan player is down. Referee stops the play. It's
I didn't
Emily
see too
Cabral.
much in that, to be honest. They just challenged for the ball and the girl went down, but she's up in Sprightly again, so...
job done, basically.
Yeah.
That free kick to Bermuda, unless the referee has said it's a drop ball. It is a drop ball, so Emily Cabral knows her onions doing that. And it's dropped down for Zakani Turner to collect. She wastes no time sending it forward. Cornish can't get the head on it, but it runs straight through to Kaylee Gregor. Gregor just drop kicks it to Tia Lisi, who in turn clears it on the right hand side. Dill was there ahead of Stephen.
Nice ball inside
by Waldron, trying to find Masters. The pass from Cabral is cut out. Waldron heads it on, and it's cleared once more. Groves blocks the pass, tries to skip past the challenge, has to tackle. Stephen loses out, but Groves slides in. Good challenge there from Groves. Gives Bermuda a throw in though, on their left hand side, Isle of Man right. Just inside the Isle of Man half. Still awaiting the first goal here. Bermuda 0, Isle of Man 0. Isle of Man broken up that attack. There's a run here. The ball comes out to the left side. Tia flicks it in, but Victoria Davis gets it away. Chipped over the top. There's a chance here for Cole, but Zakani Turner reads it and gets it.
I think Cole, I mean, she's entitled to go for that. It's at a good height.
Absolutely.
I don't think the keeper looks to be hurt a little.
There's a neat chip over the defenders from Gibbons. And we have a stoppage in play here. Zakani Turner has another batch of treatment.
Again, Sumner's playing well in the middle of the park. She's making some good passes. She's playing the simple passes by the defence for Isle of Man, and then giving an opportunity for them to run that's in the space in front of the defence. And she needs to communicate better with the front three on the next ball. But they are getting there. The Isle of Man, I think, we're very pleased. They just need to be a bit more strategy-wise when they're getting into the key areas in the last third. But that was an excellent ball over the top.
Well, Zakani Turner is back on her feet. Still waiting for play to get back underway here.
Yeah, I think she's okay. Might have a wee bruise in the morning.
The referee has given a foul against Zakani for Zakani Turner. Don't think there was any malice in that from Cole.
None at all. It's a striker, you've got to get in there. Equally, if she's 50-50, the keeper will come through and you know, take the ball off of her as well. So it's a good tussle with her up there.
Turner's goal kick, good header there from O'Reilly. Bermuda get it away with Goodchild, just plays it a little bit too far ahead of Cabral. Groves pinches it away from two challenges. Now Sumner, she can't get out of there, especially tackles Kyla Brangman. The ball's flicked through now for Tia. Space here, oh, she shoots.
Oh.
And that was a chance for Chloe Tia. Worked the ball onto her right foot in a bit of space in the D. Placed it straight into the hands of Zakani Turner. That was a chance, Rob.
It was definitely a chance. I did see Cole. She could have slipped her in, but I think every right to take the effort on goals. She cut inside lovely and shaped to put it in the far corner. Unfortunately, she didn't get too much direction on it and went straight to the keeper.
Right, the man back in possession there as that long kick from Turner went straight through to Gregor. Tia sends the ball up the line again. That's a good ball again.
Yeah, it's really nice
Gibbons.
football there. Nice triangle to get the ball worked wide.
Chloe Tia cuts inside onto her right foot, chips it over, looking for Cole, but it's fired away. Cornish struggling to deal with the difficult bounce, heads it upwards. Simmons challenges.
It's a great ball.
O'Reilly finds Tia again. Again, she tries to find Cole, but she'll pick up this clearance.
I think she's
tackled
won a corner
there by Koa Goodchild. It just didn't held up before it went over the line, so Tasney Fubler just puts it out of play.
I'll say after the water break, certainly Isle of Man have been the only team to press. They're winning all their challenges and they're first to the ball on most occasions. So Bermuda looking a bit flat-footed at the moment. I've not seen too much spark from them.
The throw is taken. Ball rattles around. It's cleared out towards Tia Lisi. Chips it into the right-hand channel. Cole pressures Davis. Tried to keep it in, but just couldn't. I think Victoria Davis done enough there. So Kyla Brangman gives the ball back to Zakani Turner to take this goal kick. Not a great distance on that kick from Turner. And it's put Bermuda on the back foot. Sumner, well, that's harsh against Sumner.
I think she slightly nudged her, and I think 17 went down a bit theatrical for me, but she got the foul.
Like a sack of spuds, I believe the phrase is, Rob. Or something else beginning with S, but we'll stick with spuds. Bermuda take the kick quickly. Attacking with intent. Gibbons clears it, and there's a missed kick. Chipped over the top, looking for Sumner, but Fubler whacks it away. I'll give Isle of Man a throw midway in their own half on the left side.
Just slightly disappointed with Fubler there. No, she could take a touch. There was no one near her to perhaps play the passing game or put it into feet wide or bring it across the back. Just a bit more football, you know, that we expect from Bermuda, but they're obviously just clearing their lines and taking it easy. As they know the occasion is the final, so they're looking not to make any mistakes in those areas.
Well, there hasn't been a performance that I've seen from Bermuda in this tournament, but plenty of time to come. Good tackle there from Cole, though. Frees Chloe Tia. She is held up, and the tackle from Koa Goodchild is a good one.
Yeah, you're always... Goodchild's always a favourite there.
So up comes Sarah O'Reilly to take the throw. Looking for Sumner. Goodchild heads it sideways. Davis clears only as far as O'Reilly. Flicks it over the top. Goodchild plays it away ahead of Tia. So O'Reilly will have another go with the throw in. Still awaiting this breakthrough here. O'Reilly's throw straight onto the head of Goodchild, but Tialisi flicks her into the box. Oh, there's a collision here. Becky Cole tries to wrestle. Call for handball. Tackle comes in for Tialisi. Bermuda could break here down the left-hand side. Simmons beats Becky Cornish for this and beats her for pace. He's into the box. Groves comes over. Oh. Great tackle by Groves.
What a challenge. Beautiful.
Oh, she's done a few of them in this game already, and that one was an exceptional tackle, Rob.
Clean as a whistle. And it had to be, you know, because she was running at pace, and if she missed times that, it's a clear penalty. So, fabulous. She'll be feeling great after that.
Bermuda have only been able to put the ball out of play down this Isle of Man left-hand side, so it's a throw in. Tia controls the ball from O'Reilly. Nice sensible touch from O'Reilly, getting that return. Shaw tries to send it forward, but Fubler is there again, whacks it away. Or rather, that was Kiana Dill. My biggest problem I found in commentating, Rob, is some of the ladies with longer hair. Their ponytails block their numbers.
Okay. There's no chance of that with me and you.
No, absolutely not. No. Unless we fancy a trip to Turkey.
Well,
grow a mullet, perhaps?
Well, no, I'm not sure. I'm not sure it would work.
It's cheaper to be bald anyway.
Yeah. The days of the mullet are gone, are they? Are they back?
No, they've made a rather tragic return, certainly among rugby players in Wales.
Oh, dearie me.
Good Lord.
Dearie me. Well,
somebody somewhere looked in a mirror and said that, yep, that looks good.
Fair enough.
Enough mullet talk.
Yep.
Back to the football. Over on that far side, it's a throw to the Isle of Man, right-hand side. Again, can't keep it in. To the end of this first half here at Kirkwall, it remains scoreless. Bermuda try and make some space down their left-hand side. Once again, Isle of Man crowd them out. I think we're into stoppage time now. No indication yet from the official that we are into stoppage time, but on my clock we are.
Yep, just.
Isle of Man just play it off Cabral and earn a throw in on their right-hand side once more. There's a stoppage in play. The referee has a word with someone. Groves throws it in short. Groves is crowded out trying to get the 1-2 back. It's passed back to Cornish, chips it out to the left-hand side, and Tia will collect this one. Or will she? No, the wind blows it.
Yep.
Takes it out of play. So it's a throw to Bermuda on their right-hand side now. Isle of Man left. Just inside the Isle of Man half. Good chance throw is headed away by Louise Gibbons. So Goodchild will have another go with this throw in. Throws it in. Cornish heads that one away. O'Reilly stops it going out for a corner, but has to concede the throw. Goodchild We'll have a third throw in succession here.
Yeah, great
Goes
throw.
a bit longer. Cornish heads it away again. Gibbons clears high into the air and out into touch. So it's as you were. Another throw in for Bermuda. It must be difficult to adapt to these wind conditions, Rob.
Yeah, definitely. It's playing a part in each time the teams are getting hold of it. They've just got to get it on the deck and put it in their feet. Anything in the air is just getting it's just getting taken not where they want it to go. So hopefully we'll see a bit better football in the second half if it drops a little.
You'd have had a couple of efforts blocked there, but as the ball come out, Groves clears it up the right. Dill just clears it ahead of Holly Stephen. And there's a Bermudan player down. Looks like Emily Cabral again. No, it's Jaya Reardon-Smith. Player I haven't seen much of at all in this first half. She's been basically starved of any ball down that left-hand side.
No supply at all for Bermuda front line. It's just all went long and overhit into the keeper or out for throws or by kicks. I guess they'll be going against it in the second half, so hopefully we'll see a bit more quality from them.
Well, TLEC makes a good clearance, goes into the Bermudan half. Fubler chips it away. This will be collected by O'Reilly into that left channel. Tia
Nice skill.
holds her up, but good child.
Yep.
Doesn't let her go around.
As you said at the start, very confident defender. Nothing much gets by, and she's proven that this half.
O'Reilly takes the throw. Gets the 1-2 back from Tia. Good child is there again. Makes the tackle. Good child claimed that come off Chloe Tia, but referee says otherwise.
It might have just bounced off her laces there actually, but it's hard for the referee to see.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Well, once again, Isle of Man can't make anything from that throw-in. Lydia Shaw collected the ball and just plays it straight out of play.
Crowded out, but the last touch, poor quality.
So Zakani Turner will have this goal kick as we're approaching the end of the first half here. Turner is cleared down the left-hand side, cleared back towards goal by Shaw. Goes out for a throw to Bermuda on their left-hand side. So Davis throws it up the line. Groves battles in for it and earns her team a throw. Good defending again from the pocket defender, as I like to call her. Sumner flicks it back to Groves for the throw. Stephen, good ball from Groves. Stephen pass is blocked. Just rolls the wrong side of the flag for Isle of Man. So it's a throw in right down in that corner flag. Groves to Sumner, heads it back to Groves, who is standing in an offside position. Well, the game has gone very flat these last 5 minutes, hasn't it, Robert?
Yeah, terrible flat. Both teams are just kind of playing out, but don't look as though they've got an intent to get goals. Hopefully they'll get in the changing rooms at half time and their equal managers will be having a good stern chat about how they're going to break down either defence, and moving forward we'll see a better display in the second half. Again, it's difficult under the wind, but we've got a big flat pitch and we'd like to see a bit more football, a bit more quality.
Well, that free kick is headed back towards goal by Tia Lisi. Tia's flick over the top is cleared by Davis. Stephen miskicks it and sends it backwards. Headed back on goal by Gibbons. Cleared by Masters. O'Reilly, better ball, finds Tia, left-hand side. Back to O'Reilly, skips around one challenge. Tia chips it, looking for Cole. Tia Lisi comes in, wins the header, and there goes the whistle for half-time. Well, it's scoreless, and it hasn't been the greatest of games, to be fair, Rob, has it?
No, but I mean the Tourist League gold medal, what it's got and the prize, you know, there could be a lot of nervousness out there and people not committing too much this stage. Hopefully we'll see one team come out and looking to grab the gold and show a bit more intent. I think Isle of Man, if anything, have been the team that's doing that at the moment. They're trying to play football, they're trying to get in behind, but with the virtually in Bermuda parting the bus, it's so difficult for them to break down at the back there.
Well, I expected a bit more from Bermuda, but Isle of Man are more than holding their own in this final. But it remains scoreless at half-time. Will we be back in around about 10 minutes with live coverage of the second half? Stay tuned. Welcome back to Kirkwall on the Orkney Islands as we bring you live second half coverage of this gold medal game between the Isle of Man and Bermuda in the women's football tournament. It's currently 0-0 between the two sides. Very scrappy first half in all fairness. Very few chances, if any at all.
Yeah, we're screaming out for a goal. We're hoping that two teams take the game to each other in this half and give us a spectacle.
Well, as we look at it in the second half now, Isle of Man in their all blue strip are playing from left to right. Bermuda in their all pink strip from right to left. We will run through the starting teams. There doesn't appear to have been any changes.
Doesn't look as if there's any, Mark.
So in goal for Bermuda is number 1, Zakani Turner, 2, Koa Goodchild, 3, Victoria Davis, 6, Gashayla Birch-Waldron, 7, Gianni Simmons, 11, Kiana Dill, 14, Tasnay Fubler, 17, Kyla Brangman, 19, Emily Cabral, 20, Jaya Smith, and 21, Jaden Masters. And it appears there has been a change for Bermuda. Marley Butterworth is on the field. And it looks like Riordan Smith has been replaced. To be fair, Riordan Smith was pretty anonymous in that first half.
Yeah.
And for Isle of Man, the team is Kaylee Gregor in goal. Almost gave you that wrong lineup I was supplied before the game. It's not number 3, Anna Shaw is starting. 4, Sarah O'Reilly. 5, Louise Gibbons. 6, Shannon Grove. 7, Becky Cole. 8, Becky Cornish is captain. 11, Holly Sumner. 12, Holly Stephen. 14, Lydia Shaw. 15, Tia Lisi. And 17 is Chloe Tia.
Again, already Bermuda have made 5 passes more than they made in the first half in the attacking sense. So it looks like they're looking to get it back down on the deck and play a bit of football. So that's a good sign.
Well, good composure by Sumner there to get out of that. And Gibbons just clears the ball down the left-hand side, hoping Chloe Tia will go up against Goodchild, but Goodchild wins it, gets it away.
Yeah, it's a good.
Masters skips around one challenge, chips it down the right, but nobody there for Bermuda. O'Reilly taps it away and is fouled. Free kick to the Isle of Man just inside their own half, over on their left-hand side. Well, we're definitely hoping for a bit more activity this half, aren't we, Robert?
We definitely are. They've got the players out there that have got the quality in them. We know it's the final and we know it's a little bit windy, but it's a nice big pitch. It's a great day for them to win a gold medal, and we're looking for a bit more quality from them.
Well, speaking of medals, the Western Isles won their bronze medal match against Gozo, 3-0. So congratulations to the girls from the Mediterranean. And the Isle of Man have forced a corner here.
Yeah, held up well, and she pressed them at the back there, and she just cleared it. She just got the toe in it. So let's see their first corner.
Holly Stephen, first corner of the second half, floats it in. Turner can't get a clean punch on it, but she retrieves it as the ball comes back in, and Turner was fouled. Takes the free kick quickly. Becky Cole presses in on Goodchild very quickly.
It's a great ball up the wing. She
Ball
can
up
just
the
get
wing,
a foot
picks
in.
up Masters.
Yeah.
Masters slides in the challenge, and there's a collision there.
I think that looked a sore one because her knee come across her knee, and the two there. People were a full stretch for that, so that is a very sore challenge.
Both players are down, and the referee has called a halt to play. There's a hefty collision there between Masters, and it looks like Sarah O'Reilly.
Yeah, I mean O'Reilly is she's a full-blooded defender, and she got a sore one there. That's a very, very sore challenge. I hope she's okay.
It's a really bad area to collide onto the knee. I'm sure Robert might have experienced a few knee injuries himself.
Yeah, the pain is instant, and yeah, you never forget it.
You certainly don't. 3 in my time playing, Rob. How many for you?
Oh, well,
3 serious ones, I should say,
yeah,
rather than little
no,
twists.
I've been quite lucky, but I've had my kneecap shattered, so
yeah,
it's not a light thing. It's very, very painful.
Ouch. Well, we're back underway here as the referee drops the ball. Kaylee Gregor throws it out for Cornish, but Cornish's pass almost catches out Lydia Shaw. Shaw has retrieved it and she makes a little run. Played into the centre circle. Tia Lisi chips it to the right hand side looking for Stephen, who chests it. Doesn't quite get it under control. And it's shepherded out of play by Kiana Dill.
Yeah, it looks like both teams are going to try and lift the tempo a bit and a bit more urgency in their play. They're trying to get it into feet, pass and move up the pitch. So long may that continue.
Dill whacks the ball clear. Lisi heads it back towards the Bermudan goal. Cabral challenges on Sumner. It's cleared once more.
She's in.
And sent in. This could be a good ball for Simmons. She's picked it up and she is forced wide by Cornish. Janai Simmons holds the ball now. Scored a double against the Shetland Island Simmons. Davis comes from defence and switches her out wide to Dill. Dill flicks her into the channel. Bermuda are forced back, and that pass has gone deep into their own half. It's gone right behind Victoria Davis, and Becky Cole will collect this one. But Davis slides in from distance and does well.
Yeah,
well, she done well to retrieve that. It was an awful ball back.
Yeah, I don't understand why she didn't pass it to 13, just standing right next to her. She opted to hit it 35 yards backwards.
And behind her own defender.
And exactly, it'd be an excellent ball from coming out of defence into attack, but anyhow, she's got away with it.
Isle of Man take the throw, and Davis clears it ahead of Holly Stephen once again. So Groves flicks it back to Stephen again. Stephen just can't get it under control.
No, it's just not falling for her.
She's the field,
making some good positions. When she's won the corner,
she has.
Again, it was a scrappy clearance and ended up with a foul. So let's say if Isle of Man perhaps don't flood the box and come in late for a challenge, rather than press right in from the beginning. It looks like they're doing that.
Holly
Spreading out the back post.
Has the wind to contend with now on these corner kicks. Swing it out towards the penalty spot and see what happens. Oh, the play is stopped. It's Kyla Bragman and Becky Cole. Called towards the referee.
I think it's stern words with him. I think the two of them are having wee tit for tat.
Referee has had enough, sends them back in.
Yep.
And they go back to doing exactly what they were doing just now.
So Cole's trying to take the keeper out of play.
Stevens' corner. Decent delivery, comes out to the edge of the box. Tia doesn't catch that strike properly, just trundles in towards the net and then it's cleared. Played back by Cornish to O'Reilly. O'Reilly sends it over the top first time. Davis kind of miscontrols it, but it is cleared eventually. Simmons does well to hold it up under pressure, but is eventually crowded out. Isle of Man on the ball again. Lisi looks to the right, flicked out for looking for Groves. Butterfield challenges and wins it off Groves. Makes herself a bit of space. Oh, but she's given the ball away here. Now Sumner in a bit of space. Oh, it's actually Chloe Tia. Again, Tia is crowded out. Now it's Sumner on the ball. Goes inside. Shaw chips it through. Cole tries to battle through, but is crowded out. But Holly Stephen gets it, chips it towards goal, off the bar, and there's a chance for Tia. Oh, she's miscontrolled it at the far post.
Very unlucky there. Great pullback. She drew it back lovely and shaped and a lovely shot. It just couldn't get down quick enough. And the rebound, perhaps should have hit it first time. She tried to take a touch and it was too heavy.
And that's It's the closest either team have come to scoring so far in this game. Cracks off the bar.
Yeah.
And as Robert said, Chloe Tier had the golden chance to just hit it or control it, and done neither. Once more, Zakani Turner is down.
Yeah, I didn't see what actually happened. She tried to get a palm on it. She was there or thereabouts, but after that, I think she scrambled across the goal and perhaps went over on her sore ankle that we've seen earlier on.
Well, she has gone down a couple of times, the Bermudan keeper. She's back on her feet now. Ready to take this goal kick.
Yep, seems to be fine.
She certainly hasn't been in the wars, so
no,
maybe she is just carrying injuries.
Yeah, but it's, you know, you wouldn't expect her to take the by kicks if it was, because that's the ankle that's got to support the kicking foot.
Absolutely.
It's really unusual.
Bermuda have earned a throw and they've messed it up down their left-hand side, but Holly Stephen plays it out. Butterfield tries to control that throw from Dill. Stephen is there.
Yep.
Tries to get it away and skip round Dill, but just drags it out of play. Dill, again, the throw doesn't find a Bermudan body. Dill gets the pass back and plays it out of play. The quality level is sliding, isn't it, Rob?
Yeah, Bermuda have just not turned up yet. You know, if anything, the expression choked in the final. They're just not showing the goods that they've shown in previous games. So whether it'll take a spark, or i.e. a goal to lift them, or a goal against them to push them and say, hold on, we're going to lose this, because they'll have to certainly raise their game. Isle of Man are trying to get the ball down, play football and going for it, and they are the better team at the moment.
Groves has given that throw in away to Butterfield. Isle of Man managed to get it away, headed back on goal by Dill. Sumner gets it away. Becky Cole isn't able to keep that in. So Kiana Dill goes back into her own half with the throw. Davis, finally somebody showing a bit of composure. Fubler tries to work the right hand side. That's a better ball. Good child. Can't get that ahead of O'Reilly though. Good defending again from O'Reilly.
Yep. She read that very well.
Isle of Man have lost it midway in their own half. Kyla Brangman wrestles against Holly Sumner to try and keep the ball. Goes past her. Can't get past O'Reilly, who dumps her on the ground with another strong tackle.
Yeah, she looks as though she's recovered for that challenge earlier on, so that's a good sign for Isle of Man, because she's a key member of that back line. If there's anybody going to get the foot in the last-ditch challenge, it looks to be her.
Bermuda throw the ball into the box. Clonish heads it away. Cole, nice little touch. Releases Tier on the left-hand side. Tries to find Cole again, but it's blocked off by Masters, who thumps it forward, and the wind kills her in for Simmons. She comes in, but Tialisi is there. Just nods it away from Simmons as it's sat up to try and shoot. But Bermuda looks to come again. Masters tidies it up, plays it back to Fubler.
Plenty of room over here.
Now Davis touches it back to Fubler.
This swing is wide open.
Oh, Fubler's made a mistake, and Becky Cole could be in here, but Davis comes across and clears it. Well, all of their own making that mistake from Bermuda there. Slip through. Once more by Louise Gibbons, but Cole is offside. It's a free kick to Bermuda.
Yeah, we've seen a few goals in the tournament, both men and women's. People just getting caught in possession in the wrong key areas rather than move it on quickly. So we would hope that they would learn from that there and get it out of town faster. 17 wanted too much time on it.
Free kick to Bermuda from that offside. And there is an Isle of Man player down. It's Shannon Groves. Yep. Been a tough little competitor in that right back's box. Some thundering challenges.
It's a key challenge in the first half, if we remember.
Well, goals only been challenged, yes.
One of the few.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. There hasn't been much goal threat, but that time of the game was one of them. And it looks like Groves will have to be replaced. The physio has done that rolling motion. That indicates that Shannon Groves will have to be replaced. Unfortunate end for the Isle of Man fullback.
That's a shame. She
hobbles off. Who will the Isle of Man bring on to replace? It was Stevie Mallon who started the semi-final ahead of Groves. And as I said, coach Wayne Leesey recognised early on that Mallon wasn't coping with the troubles of Western Isles electrifying left winger Beth McLeod. That made the change, and Groves shut out that threat. And Isle of Man got their equaliser and went through on penalties. And it is Megan Kelly replacing Shannon Groves. In conversation with Tia Leesey before she comes across to that right-sided defence position that Groves was in. Bermuda gets back underway. Free kick goes long, headed away by O'Reilly, and O'Reilly is fouled in the process. So free kick to Isle of Man.
Again, just lumped forward. You know, they're a better team than that. They've got much better quality to get into feet. The wide area was standing free. They could have put it out there. Just looking for a bit more from Bermuda. They're probably needing to put their foot a bit more on the ball rather than going for a long option.
And they certainly look a completely different team to the team I've witnessed playing. In the games against Western Isles, against Shetland, they looked effervescent, pacey, physical. But here, not so much. As that flick looking for Simmons is thumped back forward, straight down the middle into the hands of Zakani Turner. I think both sides are displaying that neither of them are at their best this afternoon. It is of course difficult to play 5 games of 90 minutes in 2 days. In 5 days, I should say. Isle of Man especially, playing extra time yesterday. But if anything, Bermuda look the more tired team.
Yeah, they do. They do, very flat. There's no spark coming from them at the moment. As I said earlier, perhaps a goal or a goal against will make them realise that this game could slip away from them.
Tia Leesey has a free kick for the Isle of Man. Sends it in goalwards. Turner watches it over the bar. I'm not sure Leesey was trying to shoot there, but
yeah, it
just drifted over the bar.
Yeah, it was certainly very close to that top corner.
And Bermuda pop their full-backs into the box. Maybe they've learnt the lesson, but that ball from Davis catches out Butterfield. They try to play it short and play out. They haven't succeeded.
Oh, good turn.
Good turn there. Sumner gets the tackle in. Brangman. Fubler plays a 1-2 with Brangman, and calmly rolls her out to Dill. Fiona Dill skips inside. Eva Goodchild. Keep getting them mixed up. Koa Goodchild on that right-hand side, not Eva Goodchild. The ball's chipped on that left-hand side for the Isle of Man, but Goodchild recovers.
Yeah, the
and is able to see it out. I don't think Chloe Tier would have caught that one anyway.
No.
But again, neither side seem to be able to string more than 1 or 2 passes together.
No, it's not been a classic. Finals often fall short of their expectation. So far, this one has, but it's nothing each, you know. And both teams will be feeling that they're in it, and they just need to stay tight, maybe nick a goal. again, at the end of the day, you won't matter too much as long as you win.
That's what it's all about. Holly Stephen has to block a clearance. Gives Bermuda a throw on their left-hand side in their own half. Thrown up the line, headed out by the substitute, Megan Kelly. Bermuda keep working the throw. Kelly's there again to clear. Bermuda earning some yards, but not a lot else. And the head comes in from TLEC. Bermuda pinch some more yards at that touchline. Come on, girls, find some spark here. Either team, give us something. Give us something to shout about. Isle of Man have broken up that attack. O'Reilly chips it over the top. Oh, it bounces off the back of Cole, but Sumner picks up the rebound, shoots some distance. It's blocked. Dill will have to get this one away ahead of Holly Stephen.
Actually worked in her favour, Cole hitting her back, because she was never catching the pass, so I thought it was going to be that wee bit of luck that you need. Sumner, who had a great first half, just sheerly because she done everything simple and tried to get forward and tried to create, was unlucky with the shot.
Kelly
takes a good back post.
She's in. The ball is swung in. Good child, doesn't jump for it.
I think she had the two hands on her. And
Chloe Tier did have her hands in Good Child's back, held her down. Zakani Turner just watches the ball out of play. Referee takes no action. And it's a goal kick to Bermuda.
Yeah, not too much to shout about so far.
Davis plays the kick short. Oh, there's a mistake there from Fubler. Sumner sends the ball back down the left side. Good Child has to whack it away.
Yeah, they're starting to argue a bit at each other at the back there. Frustrated with their poor play. So maybe an opportunity to seize and get the ball into feet, into the box. Hopefully see some shooting.
Not surprised they're arguing with each other there. That was pretty awful play by Bermuda.
Yeah.
But they've broken up the attack. Try and slip a ball, that's a better ball through the middle, but they're crowded out again. Holly Stevens wins the challenge. But Cabral wins it back. Makes herself a bit of room, chips it to the left side,
yeah.
That's better.
First quality ball we've seen from them.
Takes on Kelly, gets the cross in. Gregor, oh, she spilled it!
Oh.
And Cornish has to clear. Oh, completely unchallenged there.
Yeah,
Kaylee Gregor spills the ball.
She nearly knocked it into her own net.
Very nearly gave away the chance for Bermuda to open the scoring.
Which should have been controversial, because they've not really had a shot on goals.
Absolutely not, no. She hasn't had a save to make yet, Kaylee Gregor. Throw comes in, Kelly clears. It's flicked away by Sumner. Picked up by Chloe Tier. She's tackled by Tasney Fubler. O'Reilly blocks the pass from Fubler. Kelly, right-hand side, pressured by Butterfield. TLEC gets it away. Oh, the ball goes straight over the head of Dill. Holly Stephen chases down Victoria Davis, with Davis, wily defender, just nudges her away.
Got a water break now.
And there is a water break midway through the second half. And it's as you were in the first.
Yeah,
not a lot has happened.
Not a lot at all. You know, maybe they'll make some changes after 65 minutes and freshen it up maybe in certain areas. We've certainly seen no action in the Isle of Man box at all. And what there has been, apart from the shot that hit the bar, there's been nothing else to say at the moment. However, 30 minutes still to go. We could get a cracking 30 minutes if one of the teams open the scoring.
Well, as Robert said, still plenty of time for someone to make a name for themselves here. But at the moment, it remains Bermuda 0, Isle of Man 0. And the players take a water break.
Yeah, it's been unusual because, you know, when we spoke about Bermuda, we did speak about that flair that they had in their side coming through the groups, coming through the stages. And we were hoping to see a bit more of that. And obviously it's taken its toll. You can see that a lot of the players are perhaps just a bit exhausted at this stage. And the nervousness of the final was just getting to them a little.
Well, the physical demands of tournament football would never be more apparent than playing game after game after game, 5 days in a row.
Yeah.
And I think that's having an effect here. So the players have come back onto the pitch. We are ready to get back underway. Just a reminder, if this does finish level at the end of 90 minutes, it will go to 30 minutes extra time. And if still level, it will be a penalty shootout. But Bermuda get us back underway. Flicked on the right, Masters collects it. Chips over the top, looking for Simmons. Tialisi has to get there and whack it away. Throw into Bermuda on their left-hand side. Dill finds Waldron, and Tialisi's there again, bangs it away. Davis will have to deal with this one. Oh, there's a foul there, and there has been a replacement for the Isle of Man. That hasn't been announced. Pippa Wallace is on the field. She looks like she's replaced Becky Cole.
Yep, Cole I think ran out of steam.
Bermuda on the ball, slip the pass in for Waldron, but it's read by Cornish.
Just caught her there, I think she's just taking a nick to her ankle. As that challenge came in, there's a straight leg on it.
Isle of Man have also brought on Stevie Mallon. I'm not sure who she's replaced. And saw her playing right back in the semi-final. Now she's playing over on the left wing.
Okay.
Maybe Wayne Lacey likes to put his players in different roles to test their abilities.
Yeah, well, she may be cutting in for the left to try and get some shots on target using that wing on top of the keeper. So hopefully we'll see a couple of efforts.
Just trying to look around the Isle of Man players to see who has been replaced. Becky Cole is definitely the change for Pippa Wallace. Looks like Chloe Tier has been substituted for Stevie Mallon. Mallon taking Tier's left wing spot. As Waldron goes to the sideline for Bermuda. Get some treatment. But they will resume play with a throw on the right hand side. Flicked away. Sumner collects it. Has a run on Fubler. Fubler holds her off, wins the ball, but the referee says that was unfair. It's a free kick to the Isle of Man. As the wind picks up its pace once more. Free kick. About 10 yards inside the Isle of Man half on the left-hand side, chipped over the top. Sumner can't get on the end of that though. The wind carries it out again.
Yep, that's two or three of them just over here.
I think the players would have adapted by now and try and play some shorter passes. Butterfield plays it backwards. Dill collects it on the left-hand side. Holly Stevens, oh, she treads on the ball, and Holly Stevens pinched the ball off her. Oh, she tries to find Wallace, but that was a tired pass from Stephen. And again, at the second attempt, trying to find Sumner, just gives the ball away. Cabral tries to play it on the left-hand side, but Butterfield wins the tackle ahead of Kelly. Dill, quick 1-2 with Cabral. And Kelly gets the ball away from Dill. And Cabral throws in and wins it back. Dill can't keep it in though. Oh dear.
Yeah, it's all very scrappy here. It's not a great spectacle.
And there will be a change for Bermuda here. And off goes Emily Cabral. Number 19 is being replaced. Can't wait to see who is coming on. It is Janae Edwards, number 8. So again, a straight swap there. Edwards going into the centre of midfield in place of Cabral. Megan Kelly takes the throw. Holly Stevens' touch doesn't help her. Betterfield plays it inside. First touch for Edwards. Tries to hold off and wins the ball back at the second attempt but loses out. Chipped forward, Dill collects it. Oh, again, she's crowded out by Tia Lisi. Victoria Davis has to flick it away. And it's a throw to the Isle of Man on their right-hand side. Megan Kelly pinches a few yards, gets into that on the chest of Stephen. Stephen, oh, again, gives the ball away, but luckily for the Isle of Man, Kyla Brangman flicks it into her own hand and gives away a free kick.
It's just like bereft of ideas, you know. They're just hitting it wherever, you know, and it's not any feet. It's short, or it's too long, or it's out of play. Just been that kind of game.
Well, Tia Lisi, you know she can deliver a good free kick. She stands over this one. Just take a little bit off it. Don't overhit it. Let's see if the Isle of Man could create something here.
Yeah, there's a lot of space in behind that back line there. That's quite a high line on 18 yards.
It is. Lisi.
Good ball, it's a good ball.
That's a better ball. Fired on goal and just wide.
Wow.
Oh, that's golden chance at Cornish. Volleys it wide. Good effort though, taking that high ball like that.
Yep. Yeah, they should be thinking a bit of encouragement there that they can get in behind with the right ball and the bit of quality to produce a goal to win this. And I think both teams will be thinking one goal will do it.
I think one goal would definitely do it as Bermuda try and play short. And again, Davis clears it, flicks off Kelly. That will give Bermuda a throw, virtually on the halfway line on this left-hand side. Fiona Dill throws her at the line. Kelly miskicks it, but it goes out again. So Dill will have another go with the throw-in. All it'll take is one flash of inspiration. Or a mistake.
Yep.
Simmons. Control lengths are down there. Louise Gibbons gets it away. But Brangman plays a better ball out to the right with Goodchild. Slips it in. Masters. Chips it over the top. Chance here for Waldron if she can turn. Tia Lisi is there again.
Yeah, well placed
away.
Backline's not done anything wrong at all there. Apart for the keeper's flap that created an opening. They've not really had that much to deal with, and whatever they've dealt with competently.
Shayla Waldron, just as she was about to turn and shoot, had Tia Lisi right on her back. Bermuda tried the throw from the right-hand side. Chipped in from the left, over the head of Simmons, and the clearance from Kelly comes out to the edge of the box. Shot comes in, good save by Kaylee Gregor. And that is the first save either keeper really has had to make.
Yep.
It was a good effort.
Well, she kept it on target and the keeper got down well, turned it around the post.
Hit from distance.
Again, you could hear that's actually the crowd. So it's actually inspired the crowd to cheer.
Oh, they are here, are they?
Yeah.
They've gone very quiet.
They've not had much to cheer, so hopefully that'll be a sign of things to come in the next 15-20 minutes. More opportunities.
Lifts the corner up, headed down by Edwards, cleared by Lisi. Muda starting to show some flashes. The ball goes up the right-hand side to Edwards. She's held up by Mallon. Edwards tries to get a cross in, but it's blocked. She'll have another go. Plays it back though. Good child. From deep, crosses towards the box. Headed away by Lisi again.
Again, Bermuda had 3 people in the box there. It was a chance to get it in.
Wallace dispossesses Kyla Brangman in her own half, and Holly Stephen is crowded out by Keona Dill, but she'll have another go. Tries to take on Dill, but Dill takes it off her, and Holly Stevens in return fouls her. As bagpipes skirl in with the wind from somewhere. Just trying to look around and see where they're coming from.
Yep. I can't see anybody.
Oh, nobody. Free kick to Davis. Sends it long. Simmons can't get a head on that. Lisi again. Not lost the ball in the air all game. Isle of Man clear at the left side through O'Reilly. That'll be picked up by Tasney Fubler. She flicks her clearance. Flicks the clearance off Holly Sumner and out on that right-hand side for a throw-in. Bermuda trying to work their way forward as Jaden Masters takes a tumble. And Bermuda have the throw once again on their right-hand side. Good child. Sends it FA. Edwards can't get there. It's cleared by Cornish. And Pippa Wallace has a chase here with Victoria Davis. Davis shields it. Oh, the keeper and Davis makes the tackle on Wallace. Everyone thought the referee was going to blow for a penalty there, but
no, she clean
for a corner.
Took it clean for the side.
Yeah, no penalty. And a little bit of a mix-up there between Turner and Davis. And Pippa Wallace to steal in and get themselves a corner for the Isle of Man.
There's plenty of blue shirts in there, so you know, you've got O'Reilly in there, and she's very good in the air, so I think they'll be aiming for her on the diagonal cross here.
Well, Holly Stevens waits to take this cross. Comes in, Lisi flicks it, not enough on it, just diverts it wide. And Bermuda take it short. They're starting to get the ball moving a little bit quicker now. Keona Dill carries up the left-hand side, tries to work the channel, look for Butterfield, but it's blocked off. Gibbons plays it to Stevie Mallon, who just bashes it over the top, straight into the hands of Sakari Turner. Turner's clearance, headed away by O'Reilly. Flicked on by Wallace. Davis heads it away. Now Brankman. Oh, just too much on that. Trying to find Dill on the left-hand side. It goes out of play.
Yeah, some tired women footballers out there. Started 1 or 2 wee mistakes that they wouldn't normally make starting to appear.
Bermuda dealt with a threat from that throw in. Cornish chips it forward. Holly Stephen goes in with Kyla Brangman. Keona Dill gets a ball into the middle for Edwards. Davis chips it forward. No Bermuda player anywhere near that, but the clearance has been miscued and it's been picked up, and Janai Simmons could be in here.
Yeah, no.
But instead Butterfield is in, she shoots, just didn't catch it at all.
7 was free, wide open. Wide open, a wee bit of composure.
All Butterfield had to do was either put some power on that or pull it square, and she done neither.
Oh, she was screaming.
Oh, that really sums up this game, doesn't it, Robert?
Oh, absolutely. We were hoping. We'll hopefully give them a bit of confidence.
Butterfield has collected his clearance, although she beat Kelly. First time of asking, Kelly's recovered. Made the tackle on Holly Stevens, makes the error.
Yep.
Puts it out of play and gives Bermuda possession in the Isle of Man half again. Waldron dispossessed. Kyla Brangman. Oh, she's misplaced a pass now. Pippa Wallace down the right-hand side. Just fires the cross blindly across, and there's nobody there. And a chance here now for Bermuda to break. They've got lots of space on that right-hand side if they can use it. Masters, again, over hits it. Ay, ay, ay. Lee Gregor's kick goes into the Bermuda half. Good child, tidies that up. A strong challenge there from O'Reilly.
Yep. As always.
As always. She's been my standout player for the Isle of Man.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be a defender. I mean, there's been nobody in an offensive nature that's played well today.
There's a chance here for the Isle of Man. Lydia Shaw just plays it to Louise Gibbons. O'Reilly puts the ball up the left-hand side, flick through. Nowhere near Sumner, nowhere near Mallon, and out for a goal kick. I'm running out of things to say, Robert. I know. You.
As well, I mean, it's one of those games where it's a chance for someone to be a hero and pick up the ball and create something, or take it on themselves to get forward and produce the goods, because it has been a poor game for football-wise. I mean, there's plenty of effort and endeavour and challenges, but quality it's just not been there.
Again, a lack of quality was well evident as Bermuda tried to take that free kick quickly, but nobody looked to the left-hand side.
Yep.
And Kiona Dill was in acres of space. And Bermuda just thumped it into an Isle of Man body a couple of yards away.
Yep. Let's go.
We are into stoppage time now.
Might go wide to the fullback, yep. Yeah, they're wide open, a great angle.
Bermuda play it short, can Goodchild deliver?
That's a great ball.
That's a better ball for Goodchild, but Tia Lisi heads it away.
She's been outstanding for her back line today, Lisi.
Cornish gets it away, Goodchild picks it up, plays it back in the middle. She sold Davis short, but Davis got the just in time ahead of Wallace. Popped over the top again. Megan Kelly misses a header, but Dill picks it up, and she's into the box now. Goes to the shot, chipping it, right-footed and wide.
Again, she's got 7 at the back post, but she elected to go on her own.
Again, she could have just driven that low and hard. Kaylee Gregor wasn't covering a near post. And Gregor takes the goal kick. Sumner runs the ball into trouble. Brangman works it out to the left. Davis just plays it too far ahead of Dill. Once again, even the players I picked as the better players for Bermuda in this tournament are having an absolute stinker this afternoon.
Yep.
Waldron heads the ball out of play. Isle of Man pinch another throw in on the right hand side. Megan Kelly takes it. Wallace collects. It's crowded out. The ball goes out for another throw to the Isle of Man. This could be the last chance for anyone to get a goal here. We're well into stoppage time. Megan Kelly throws it to Holly Stephen, who only heads it out of play, flicking it on to nobody. Could have just chested that down. Bermuda get the game rolling once more, working up that right-hand side. O'Reilly misses a challenge this time, but Newsom is there, gets it back to O'Reilly. Picks a head up, takes her time, and sends the ball in the channel. Mallon loses out. Sumner retrieves it, but she's crowded out as well. forward looking for Simmons, but she can't get there. O'Reilly finds Mallon, who in turn finds Sumner. Flicked on by Holly Stephen, but cleared by Davis. And Lisi goes in with Janai Simmons, and the ball over the top here could get Pippa Wallace away, and she just chips the ball over the bar. Just sat up a little bit too high.
Yep, come off her shin, I think.
As she stretched her right leg to try and volley it, just got underneath it. Isle of Man have dispossessed Bermuda on the edge of their own box, but Bermuda managed to break the attack up. Edwards tries to break clear. Cornish slides in, makes the challenge. Here comes Bermuda again with Davis. Dill has loads of Lil has loads of space on the left-hand side. Davis just had to roll that ball to her. She won the ball back off Holly Stephen. And Kelly has blocked the ball. Now Edwards picks it up, plays it to the right to Goodchild. Goodchild takes it forward, slips her into Jada Masters. Masters shoots from long range, not troubling the keeper at all, that one.
No, I thought she was going to play a nice wee 1-2 there and put Goodchild over in the overlap. That would probably been the more sensible option, but today is not that day to do the sensible option, I don't think.
Seems the players are picking the wrong decision pretty much any time they're on the ball. It's the goal kick. It's picked up by Goodchild, chipped over the top. Can Butterfield get on the end of this? She can. She nudges Kelly away. Oh, again, just shows a complete lack of composure, Marley Butterfield. She had the chance to pull that across, and in the end, she just wildly swung her left boot at it and drilled it over the bar. Well, skewed it over the bar, really, not so much drilled.
Yeah, is it Simmons 7?
It is 7, Johnny Simmons, yes.
Yeah, I mean, she could have had 2 if she'd have just fed her a little bit. She's had 3 opportunities, one to square, one to put her to the back post, and then that one there just to pull it across there.
Well, if I was Johnny Simmons, I'd be furious with Marley Butterfield.
She got herself in an absolutely great position there, and she's just not picked her out.
Clearance from Davis has been kept in play down the right-hand side by Masters. She takes on Mallon, gets a cross in and is smacked straight into the face off O'Reilly. O'Reilly has hurt there.
Yeah, we heard the sting from here.
We have a stoppage in play as O'Reilly goes down. Don't know why the referee's not letting the physio onto the pitch.
Yeah, for a head knock, you would think it was
ran over to give O'Reilly some attention. The referee has told him to stay off the pitch. Well, O'Reilly is back on her feet.
And now she's getting treatment. Why on earth did she not just come? He could just come on straight away.
I don't know. For the life of me, I don't know why.
I mean, it's a head knock. For goodness sake, the last line there in agony. That is really strange.
Gotta love referees sometimes, hey Rob?
I don't know, but I mean, yeah, I get the letter of law and all that, but look, surely the safety of the players is paramount.
Yes.
And it stops, so there's no disadvantage other than the lady getting treatment on the ground.
Player welfare should be the most important thing.
Yeah, especially with a head knock. It's well documented.
And Mallon gets the ball away. Now Sumner. Finally Sumner's up a bit of energy to have a run, and then miss kicks it.
Yeah. There you go.
Here comes Janai Edwards. Rolled back to Goodchild. Right wing. Oh, and there goes the final whistle. And we will have 30 minutes of extra time.
Oh, there's going to be a lot of tired legs out there, I'll tell you, in the next 30 minutes.
Indeed there will. If it stays this way, of course, it will go to penalties. But it's been a pretty poor game, in all truth be told.
Unfortunately, yeah. But both teams have still got to fight out and there's a gold medal up for grabs here, so we'll have to get talking to each other, regroup, and get out here and win it.
Well, we will be back with live coverage of the first period of extra time in a few minutes. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Kirkwall as we bring you live first half of extra time coverage of this gold medal game between the Isle of Man and Bermuda. Well, it hasn't been a game to talk much about or shout a lot about. As we head into this first period of extra time, it's 0-0. Isle of Man will be playing from left to right, Bermuda right to left. This first period of extra time. 30 minutes to try and find a winner. If not, it will be decided on penalties.
Yeah, we're needing a goal. We're needing a goal bad. I've said Bermuda had probably at least 2 chances there to get a tap in, and they haven't taken them, but all to play for. Let's see if we can get some goals here.
O'Reilly chips that ball into the left channel for Isle of Man. Wallace chases it down, but she can't keep it in. And it's a goal kick to Bermuda. No changes made in the interval for extra time. Bermuda facing the wind again, go short. Waldron, good
nice
drop
touch
of the shoulder.
Yeah.
Releases Simmons. And the ball is flicked back. Could have been a back pass there, but
yeah,
I think the flick was unintentional. As Kelly plays a 1-2 quickly. Lisi rolls the ball to Sumner. Sumner calls the support of Holly Stephen and gets it. Stephen has to slide in. Kelly can't get there ahead of Butterfield, but Isle of Man get a throw in. Megan Kelly throws her up the line. Stephen can't keep it in. Throw into Bermuda on this left-hand side for them. Dill waits and waits, calls for support, throws her up the line, and it drifts in and out of play.
Yep.
My oh my.
She actually threw it out of play.
I feel like calling the Samaritans, Rob. Kelly throws the ball up the line. And shielded out by Dill. Goal kick to Bermuda. Just nothing seems to be going right for these players in any shape or form, does it, Rob?
Nothing at all. I mean, I can't fault them for their effort. It's just there's been no football on the agenda today for them. Unfortunately, both teams at times have looked uninspired and flat.
And while we were talking there, Holly Stevens skews an effort high over the bar. The clearance is miscontrolled by Butterfield. She had the chance to keep that in. So Kelly takes the throw. Tia Lisi picks her head up. Goes past two challenges. Overcomes Edwards. Lisi keeps going. Edwards forces her back. Tries to find Stephen, but Butterfield clears it. Throw in to Isle of Man on this right-hand side. Kelly. Oh, the flick there. Didn't come off for Lydia Shaw. And then Waldron is fouled. Masters tries to chip the free kick quickly. Overhits her anyway, but luckily for Bermuda, the referee has called that back.
Ball still rolling.
Good job, really. Shayla Birch-Waldron was never getting anywhere near that. Free kick taken short this time. Davis chips it on the left-hand side. Butterfield will get this. She's in behind Kelly. Can she get the cross in? Marley Butterfield keeps going. Oh, she goes to the shot again.
Oh my goodness, that's four.
Just pull it over.
4 times she's been in behind.
Why are you shooting from that angle? Oh, dear me. Megan Kelly totally lost Marley Butterfield. Butterfield dribbled the ball into the box. And she had 3 players waiting. 1 at the back post, 1 on the 6-yard, 1 on the penalty spot. And she shoots. Clearance in the Bermuda half by Tasney Fubler. Comes off an Isle of Man player. So Fubler takes the throw herself. Short. To Will Riley. A rebound here could fall for Janai Simmons, and she picked it up. Again, tries a long-range shot, and there's no chance of getting anything on that.
Yep.
Just hold the ball up. Hold the ball up, turn back, bring someone into play.
Well, Butterfield was standing square, so the two of them were obviously not communicating or playing as a team up there, because that was an easy layoff for her, and then even take a 1-2, or Butterfield can take on the full-back and then play it back to her, but they're just not in the same wavelength at all. And you can see that when Butterfield is round her man, she's not in the same wavelength with her. Because she was standing square a couple of times, as I mentioned earlier, but what's done is done. They need to have a wee discussion or chat, but they're not. They're just looking away, not playing as a team.
Sakani Turner held on to that ball for about 15 seconds there and wasn't penalised. Here comes Kiona Dill, and she just falls over. And Dill, somehow, while she's on the ground, the referee says she's fouled Holly Stephen. It's a free kick to Isle of Man, just inside the Bermuda half towards this right touchline. Really not sure what Kiona Dill done there.
I think she impeded the player because she stepped on the ball and fell over it, and then she obstructed her from taking the ball away.
There we are. Thank you, Rob. TLEC once more on set piece duty. Right footed. Swings this one to the edge of the box, flicked on, headed away. Flicked out now to Marley Butterfield in a bit of space. Can she do something with this? Plays it backwards. Better ball retention. Dill just rolls it into Waldron. Chips into the channel looking for Simmons. Keeper stays. Simmons has a race with Tia Lisi, who slides in, and a good tackle again from Lisi. Simmons then barges Lisi to the ground. Free kick to the Isle of Man.
I think it's his first yellow card of the day because she kicked the ball away. Totally frustrated.
Well, a bit of petulance there from Janai Simmons, and she's earned the first yellow card, as Rob says.
And you know what, you don't mind that because you'd like to see a bit of passion here, but it's just not been evident that there's something at stake.
Well, after my previous times watching both of these teams, I'm thinking this was set up to be a good final. It's proved to be very much a bit of a damp squib. Clearance is chested down by Wallace. Davis's clearance crashes into Sumner. Shaw takes it forward, plays in Stephen. Davis slides in and tackles. Throw into the Isle of Man on their right-hand side. Comes Madigan Kelly from right back to take. Throws it up the line. Stephen just, again, Holly Stephen could just bring that ball down, but she just heads it out of play. There's nobody supporting behind her. Who is she trying to flick onto there?
She's nobody, and you know she needs to be aware of where she is on the pitch, and a wee shout from her teammates that she's got time. As you say, she could have took a nice wee touch, laid it back to the throw-in or inside, or maintained it and went for a corner. Just lots of options, but that's what we've seen all day. They've just made the wrong choices.
Complete lack of awareness there. Isle of Man are back in possession. Riley,
nice,
does well once again. She just has the ball taken off it by Edwards. Bermuda take the throw. Simmons can't get on the end of it. Isle of Man break the attack up. Shaw turns around, chips it to Stephen. Stephen just runs into Kiona Dill and fouls Dill as she tries to get away. Really think both teams could do with a couple of changes now.
Yeah,
the coaches seem to be standing their ground. And here can Bermuda attacking down the right hand side. Long range shot comes in. Gregor is behind it.
Well, she had to shoot there because they're just totally static up front. They aren't even moving. You know,
Jaden Masters, as Rob said, had no option other than to take a long distance shot. No forward movement at all.
None at all, just absolutely
either Simmons or Butterfield. Takani Turner appeals for support. Sends it down the left. Butterfield gets it ahead of Kelly. Butterfield keeps possession for Bermuda. Neat little triangle. Frees up a little bit of space for Bermuda, but again, ball is played through and they lose it. That's Hasnay Fubler. He's dumped on the ground there by Pippa Wallace. I think the referee may issue a card here.
Just caught her after she left. She released it.
Hasnay Fubler stays on the ground. Some of the Isle of Man players start stretching out.
Yeah, it's going to be a crampy. Yep.
Well, aren't you glad you took time off work to come and do this game with me now, Rob?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's been it has been a poor game, and I get it, it's a final and it's a bit breezy, but both teams just look it's just not their day. They haven't played very well at all.
Not at all.
But there's still a gold medal up for grabs, and maybe somebody will remind them of that from the side and cajole them into action. That maybe a 5 minutes of genius to give us a good goal or something special to win this game.
Well, Davis's free kick is cleared by TLEC. Davis is under it to clear again. Holly Stephen once again gives the ball away. Oof. Waldron collides with Cornish. Referee allows play to continue. It's Isle of Man in possession, and referee finally calls a halt. Shayla Waldron is still on the floor. Well, is the physio coming on or not?
Is he allowed on?
Or are we having this argument again that...
Is he allowed on? No.
I don't know.
Oh. What is it? What is the...
Anyone coming on to treat their player? No, she's back on her feet.
So was
drop ball. Cornish chips it forward again. Overhit, too strong, no direction. Straight into the hands of Shayla Turner. Or Zakani Turner, I should say. Clearance is played back to Holly Stephen, right hand side. Chips it ahead, looking for Wallace. And Wallace fouls Victoria Davis. And will get that yellow card.
I think that's accumulation of a few fouls. And the referee did say to her the last one when she caught her fellow player, not her player, but the Bermudan defender at the back post. Unfortunately, she's went in the book.
Free kick to Bermuda, just on the left-hand edge of their penalty area. Victoria Davis back on her feet, will take it. Chips it up the wing. Megan Kelly misses it. Butterfield retrieves, but can't keep it in.
Yep.
Throw in to the Isle of Man. Kelly finds Sumner. Sumner's touch is a bit heavy though. Challenges come in. Butterfield wins it. Edwards trying to get out and make some space, taps it back to Edwards, and Edwards' clearance.
Good turn.
Favourably, good turn. Oh, Simmons
I think she's off.
Just bounced into the back of Simmons' leg, but she's offside anyway.
Yeah. We nearly got a 1-1 there.
Very nearly. But nearly is never good enough.
Well, I'll take nearly on this game actually, until the real thing happens.
I'd take anything on this game at the moment.
It must be due to blow for the half-time or the final quarter of the game.
Well, TLEC's free kick is headed back towards their own goal. And easy enough to deal with for Jaden Matthews.
Yep.
Zakari Turner.
Wow.
Kick finds Simmons, better touch than Simmons. Dill advances down the left-hand side. Keeps going, and then Holly Stephen grabs her out, and then it's flicked towards Butterfield. Again, the ball trundles out of play. A throw into Isle of Man. Kelly under the line. Dill gets her foot in. Wallace gets her under control, turns and smacks the ball forward wildly, and there's the end of the first half of extra time.
Totally devoid of any goalmouth or incident. Just a smattering of effort, but there's no real commitment to push people forward to win this game, or you know, take the bull by the horns and go for a goal. It's just been a dire affair between the two, and whether they're just absolutely shattered and then this is the kind of final curtain, But there's a gold medal, 15 minutes. Let's see if somebody can snatch it.
As the players get some word from their coaches, you reflect on Rob's words. Hit the nail on the head there. This is a pretty poor game. Which I am very surprised at. But, as we've said previously, the amount of games will probably make a difference. But, you know, as for the conditions, both sides got to play in it. We shall see what happens. Waiting for the kickoff of the second half of extra time.
I mean, I wonder if one of them, you know, like Isle of Man say, right, let's put 3 up top and play, you know, play man, person per person, women for women, but at the back, and go for the game rather than go to penalties where it's just a lottery. Personally, you know, it'd be something to do because nothing else is working, and try and get the gold rather than just sort of trundle along and perhaps get a shootout and then win it. Maybe win it. You know, I would like to see that, and somebody just take it by the horns and say, right, let's go for it. This game, 15 minutes, everybody put everything into it. Well, let's push on. That would be a good strategy, because penalties is going to be, what, 50-50, isn't it? You know?
Yes.
I don't know if they'll do that. Maybe they'll just sit in and see it out and then say, right, that's the best option for us now. Maybe they're saying that because of the condition of the players.
Well, with Isle of Man winning their shootout yesterday, they have more experience in the shootout stakes. Bermuda get us back underway in this second period of extra time, playing from left to right. Isle of Man from right to left. And immediately the player, or the ball rather, is sent forward. Bermuda try and get out of it again by playing short passes, and they just can't. They just can't. Bermuda take the throw once more, heading towards goal. Waldron goes in for the tackle. It's late. So it's a free kick.
Yeah, just a wee bit of petulance there, but wasn't much in that, to be honest.
Nothing at all. Well, Tialisi stands on it, ready to take this free kick. Wait the referee's whistle. There it is. Lisi sends it long. Koa Goodchild miskicks.
I think she got a touch. Actually, yeah, I agree with that.
It bounced off her, backside as she miskicked.
Yeah, it's a rare error from the quality of player that she has.
Wild Man, just as Pippa Wallace's header was flicked backwards, Holly Sumner just hits it out of play. Apologies, that wasn't Sumner, that was Louise Gibbons. Bermuda have made a change up front. Looks like Simmons has gone off, and Samaya Lowe Daniel, number 10, has come on. Here comes the Isle of Man, ball hit forward. Koa Goodchild clears it, takes a nick off Pippa Wallace. That gives Bermuda a throw down their right-hand side.
Yeah, she's a big presence, number 10, so hopefully they're looking to hit her and flood the box forward in the last 10-15 minutes, perhaps try and nick a goal here.
Low Darrell gets the tackle in.
Yeah.
It's
come round the side.
I'd say.
Yeah, she's come round the side, but she just, I think, caught part of her book, did catch her shin.
Becky Cornish squealed out in pain. Nothing wrong with the challenge, I'd say. Missed what the linesman gave there. Is it a throw to Bermuda? It is. So Good Child stands with the ball, ready to take the throw. Looking for Low Darrell. Headed backwards towards a keeper and collected. Once again, well played by Becky Cornish. Katie Gregor, I should say, sends it forward.
She's got the break there. She can play a good ball
here. Oh, there's a chance for a pass. Why shoot from such a distance? You're not going to score from there.
She had to overlap. The last was overlapping in the wide area. All she had to do was slip her in behind the fullback, and she was in. And she tried to shoot for about 40 yards.
Well, again, that's a substitute that hasn't been announced. It's Millie Dawson who's taken that effort. She has got 3 goals in this tournament so far, Dawson. But she was not getting one there.
No, not against the wind, she wasn't.
Wallace has been moved out to the left side now. Stevie Mallon seems to have gone over to the right side.
Here we go.
There's a chance here for Bermuda. Chance.
Oh.
Kaylee Gregor
nearly
dives at the feet of Javen Masters and claims it.
Fractions in that.
Absolutely. Lacey switches it to the right wing. Mallon just, oh dear, just lashes that ball into the air and into touch. No composure on that at all. Here come the Isle of Man again. Ball chipped over the top. Dawson can't get on the end of it. Zakani Turner claims it. Bermuda try and get away. Waldron touches it off. Edwards, good ball down the left.
No catch that.
The wind takes it away ahead of Butterfield. Just a bit too much on it once again. Nothing is coming off for these players. Whatever they're trying to do is just not happening for them. Well, if ever a game had 0-0 written all over it, this one is in big Hollywood-style letters.
Yeah. And when they're not even pushing on, they're still, sitting quite a distance away from the box when the wind's so on top of the Isle of Man team, so we create a bit of pressure. But they're all standing off each other.
BC does well. Dispossesses Low Darrell. There could be a break on here for Isle of Man.
Yep, worked it well.
Comes O'Reilly. Slips it through. Dawson controls on the edge of the box, but it's tackled. Bragman's played the pass short, and there's a chance.
Yes! Yes!
And a mistake. It has been a mistake. That has given the back pass from Bermuda captain Kyla Bragman. And Millie Dawson picked up the error and just tucked the ball past a dejected Zakani Turner. And we finally have a goal. Well, it had to come from a mistake, didn't it, Robert?
It did. Probably that was the only way it was going to come. And when she turned and faced her own goals, she mishit it, and she snuck in there and she tucked it away. I think the keeper did get a hand on it, but not enough to push it wide. So we finally broke the deadlock.
Well, I don't know if that'll give the players a bit of relief. It's certainly given me some. Millie Dawson's 4th goal of the tournament breaks the deadlock at long last here in Kirkwall. Isle of Man 1, Bermuda 0.
That came from the nice bit of football they played actually in the build-up, and then the ball into the centre, and a nice touch, but then just the defender turning and facing her own keeper. She obviously had a moment of madness.
Kyla Brangman been such an assured, solid presence in that Bermuda midfield through this tournament. Of all players, I thought she wouldn't be the one to make an error like that. But there we go. You never know what's in store for you in football.
You don't, but you know, very, very, very tired. Every player on that pitch will be absolutely shattered.
And the flag is up for offside against Millie Dawson. Free kick to Bermuda.
Yep.
Well, can they find some kind of response, Rob?
Well, I mean, there's not long to go, obviously, because it's only 15 minutes each half, and perhaps they'll change it and push more people forward. They'll have to if they want to get anything out of the game.
Well, we're awaiting Bermuda to take the throw, which they do. Sumner, held up by two players, is tackled and loses out. So Bermuda get a throw in. No, the referee has said that is the other way. It's a throw into the Isle of Man.
Is that a free kick or a throw in? Oh, right.
Throw in. Yeah, the assistant flagged it was a Bermuda ball. The referee has overruled her.
Okay.
Throw taken. Sumner controls it. Holds it up down by the corner flag, trying to kill some time. Clearance cannons off Holly Sumner. Throw into Bermuda. But this is a chance for Isle of Man to press. It's still deep in their own half on the left as Mallon heads it out. Another throw to Bermuda. Well, that looked like a foul throw.
Yep.
Waldron flicks it over her head, and there's space here for Edwards. She can pick the pass to Masters. It was a high ball, but Masters has got it. And then O'Reilly fouls Masters.
Yeah, she didn't put her leg in there and drew the foul. So perhaps see a long shot here.
Might be worth a go with the wind at the backs. Up steps Kyla Brangman. She leaves it.
Yeah, she's not got much of an angle other than a shot, to be honest. So the cross would be extremely difficult in that wind to judge it. So she might get a good strike here with the left foot.
It's Victoria Davis. Has got a decent left foot on it. Will she strike this one on goal? We'll try and create. Right footed. Shoots. Gregor gathers it. Gives a bit of time, and then, oh dear.
Oh my goodness.
Complete miss kick from Kaylee Gregor.
Yeah. You're up 1-0, you know, just take your time. Take your time.
Some time.
Keep possession.
So Good Charles will have this throw for Bermuda. Throws it, looking for Low Darrell. Low Darrell fouls O'Reilly. Very clumsy.
Yeah, that's very cheap foul at this stage, and the ball's at the right end of the pitch for.
All that does is relieve the pressure.
Yeah, totally does. 100%.
Tia Lisi will take this free kick. Looked like she was cramping up a bit, and even her powerful legs can't get that ball far enough forward against the wind.
No, it's turned into a nice strong breeze, that.
Good Charles throw is headed out by our missing player from the starting lineup, Hannah Shaw, who has also come on now. No announcements for these substitutes.
No. Ooh, chances. She's overlapped. The overlap's on.
Field could flick it out. Edwards battles away. And there's
she's
penalty.
giving it. Oh, no way. Wow.
Oh, well.
Wow, is that a penalty?
I didn't think there was a penalty in that.
No.
But the referee has said otherwise.
It's very soft.
Very, very soft. And completely undeserved if Bermuda do get this equaliser. Well, I have to say, neither side has particularly deserved to win.
Yeah.
But there's a chance for a leveller here. And up steps Kyla Brangman. Will she atone for that back pass that set up the Isle of Man goal?
Yep.
It's Brangman against Gregor. Referee makes sure everyone's out of the area. Turns around. Checks the goalkeeper's position.
She's a good bit behind her line, isn't she? Is she going to come out?
Referee's whistle goes. Brangman steps up and she blasts it into the roof of the net. And it's all square.
Oh, wow.
Bermuda won, Isle of Man won. Kyla Brangman with her second penalty of the tournament.
Well, it was an excellent penalty. Right into the top corner. Keeper absolutely no chance.
No chance at all to saving that one. But it was a very soft penalty, wasn't it? Very soft. I didn't see any foul at all.
No, no.
Be interesting to see that one again. Well, Isle of Man from the joy of taking the lead, and now all square once again. Lisi's clearance is hit away by Victoria Davis.
Maybe it'll be the spark, and we'll get a cracking last 5 minutes. Both teams pushing on and trying to score the winner rather than go to pens.
Isle of Man force another throw in. Edwards gets her foot in on that one. Good hold up play by Low Darrell. Good challenge there.
Great challenge. Absolutely so that she just caught her there, but she had to make that challenge there.
Oh, it was the captain again, Cornish. It's headed away by Bermuda. Another throw to the Isle of Man on their right-hand side. Headed away by Bermuda again. Megan Kelly keeps trying to work up that line. Headed away once more. And there goes the whistle. It finishes 1-1. It was that close.
Wow.
And Isle of Man, with their fingertips on the gold, just let it slip at the last. Although that was a very controversial penalty for Bermuda. Kyla Brangman didn't worry about that. Nope. Wasted no time in blasting it into the net. Well, with tired legs now for both sides, it's penalties. Who will step up and be a hero? Who will be the villain? We will find out very shortly.
Yep.
Welcome back to Kirkwall as we bring you the penalty shootout. That is finished 1-1 in after extra time in the game between Isle of Man and Bermuda. To settle the gold and silver medals, we will have a penalty shootout. And the goal is with the wind. So up steps the first taker. It is Anna Shaw for the Isle of Man. Up against Zakari Turner.
Important to get a good start and get it on target. Oh, right in the corner.
She rolls it into the corner.
Yep.
First blood to the Isle of Man.
Yeah, she'll feel good about that. It gives them a good start.
She punches the air in delight.
Absolutely.
Enjoyed that one. First penalty for Bermuda, and it is Kyla Brangman who scored the spot kick to equalise late on.
Yep, she took her penalty lovely.
And repeats the trick, exactly the same place.
Wow, there's no stopping them.
No stopping that one. 1-1. Second kick.
Yep. No separating these teams, I'll tell you.
Not at the moment. Up comes Pippa Wallace. Come on, as second half substitute for Becky Cole. Wallace, diminutive figure, flowing red hair. Up against Zakani Turner. Whistle goes, up steps Wallace, right-footed. Oh, Zakani Turner almost saved that, but only succeeded in palming it into the net.
Well, it was just
that was close.
It was just the sheer power of the shot, I think. It took over the line. Yeah,
just about.
She'll feel she should have had that.
Just about. Unlucky for Turner. Now it's Koa Goodchild, the second penalty for Bermuda. Goodchild runs up, follows her captain.
Good penalty.
Blasts it. Plenty of power in that.
Yeah.
It's 2-2.
Had a steady game.
Forward comes the Isle of Man captain, Becky Cornish. Let's see what she can do with this attempt. Third kick for the Isle of Man. Becky Cornish, right-footed, straight into the corner once more.
I think that's by the post, is it?
Did that miss?
Yeah, it's by the post.
Oh, it looked like it had gone in.
Yep.
Well, and it's the captain who misses first. So if Bermuda score this one, and they've left it to their goalkeeper, Zakani Turner, to take.
Wow. I mean, this is quite a popular thing that's happening now. Keepers are taking them in the pro teams as well. So be it if they can score.
Zakani Turner.
Oh, again.
Scores.
Wow.
Like Branksome done.
Yep.
Like the Koa Goodchild done. Just blasting it high into the net.
Yeah.
It's advantage Bermuda.
Bermuda's penalties have certainly been better quality than Isle of Man's at the moment.
Fourth kick. And it's Tia Lisi to take it as Zakari Turner puts her gloves back on.
Yeah.
I don't know why she took them off to take the kick.
Yeah, a bit of gamesmanship there. It's just having a wee chat with her.
Whistle goes. Up steps Lisi. Saved!
That's it. Is it?
Not yet. Bermuda need to score this one, but that was a good save, and it was held on to by Zakari Turner. So this is the crucial moment now. Bermuda score this kick, it's all over.
Yeah, that'll be 4-2.
Just can't see who's stepping up to take it at the moment. It looks like Tasneh Fubler. Fubler, right-footed with this one. So strokes it home, and there is the goal for Bermuda in the shootout. Heartbreak for the Isle of Man as Tia Lisi and Becky Cornish missed their kicks. Zakari Turner with 2 saves, the hero in the shootout, and Bermuda, after winning the gold 2 years ago, have retained their title. Congratulations to Bermuda, congratulations to their coach Nikita Robertson, and to all their players.
Just hung in there.
Commiserations to the Isle of Man.
Yeah, Isle of Man will be kicking themselves. Virtually the last kick of the ball, they got a penalty against them. Was it a penalty? Well, if the referee looks back,
I think we'd have to see that one again. But in my humble opinion, no, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. However, what's done is done, and hard lines. But congratulations to Bermuda.
Well, that's how it turns. Isle of Man will have to settle for the silver medal. Gold goes to Bermuda once again. That's all for our coverage for the women's football here in Kirkwall. Many thanks for joining us. We will be back with the men's final between Ynys Môn and Bermuda in about an hour's time. Stay tuned.
Many thanks.